Hello guys, Vertico HD here, and welcome to Rant, previously known as What Worries the Walrus. In this series I talk about issues which worry or annoy me on a daily basis, possibly more so than that. Today I'm going to be talking about the dreaded subject to every Minecraft player, which is the change, or what people believe to be a change, to Minecraft, or Mojang's EULA. I like to think I can put my 2 cents towards this because I have experience with Minecraft multiplayer quite largely. I've played it since its release, just about since its release, about 4 years now. I have experience with several servers. I've owned a server, I've co-owned a server, I've been admin on good 2 or 3, and I've moderated several more. And I've seen the general, when I say public, of the Minecraft multiplayer, and the whole structure of the system with donating and that sort of thing, which I'll get onto a bit later, and how it works. I'm going to first start off with, as you can probably see in the tabs up above, I've got several little subjects we'll go on to and move on to. That is, the EULA. Everyone, if you can't tell by now, if you don't know what it is, sorry, by now, then the EULA is what is a supposed change to Mojang's EULA, funny enough, the subject being that, which says that people cannot monetize certain things or certain services, which means if you go on, say, multiplayer server, and they say donate for this, donate for that, they're breaking the rules, because by donating you're getting an item or a command, access to a location no one else can, and Mojang has now stated that that's not allowed. They have said several times that we're not accepting this, we're not accepting that, we're not accepting that. People are trying to find loopholes, people are trying to find anything they can to ensure that they can, still make money to keep the service up. Anyway, I'm going to go through what I'm going to class as the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? The good about this is, on both sides, regardless of the fact you get some people that are going crazy, there's a good bit of civility between the Mojang, especially. I have to put my hats off towards them. They've done a good job towards ensuring people knew about this, because they could have not told anyone and then took legal action and just caused a lot of a clusterfuck, if you will. That's the thing. And there's another thing about the good, is that at the end of the day, guys, it is Mojang's choice, and if you don't like it, you're going to be playing the wrong game, guys. There's no denying you always have the choice. You always have the right to play what you want, and you hope that you can do what you want in the game. But they've stressed you can't. Well, you can, but you can't monetize, should I say? Mojang's also great for monetization in other ways. They allow people to play their games on YouTube as long as it's got commentary or some sort of instructional, educational value, which is a great thing of them, because certain game developers don't allow monetization of certain videos, and that's one thing. Another thing is, Mojang have always been pro-player. They've always done what the player wants. They've always helped the player. So, if by doing this, they're just doing what they believe is helping the player, which they probably are. The people that can't afford to donate, the people that don't have the money or have problems donating because they're in a different country, they won't allow them to donate, and stuff like that, which I'm sure makes sense to some of you. And by doing this, they're making it an equal multiplayer server, and that's what they believe, and that's what they might do. However, moving on to the bad, the downside of this is, as a lot of people are stressing, is the servers rely on donations. They rely on people to give donations to be able to stay up. And what keeps people wanting to donate, and it's been there, you can look at any game, any free-to-play game, donations and money paid are always incentivized. If you want to get something, you have to pay for it, but if you want to get something better, you have to pay more, and so on and so forth. And some people love that idea. Some people love play to win, if you will, and some people love free to play with added cosmetics and stuff like that, which once again is what Mojang has allowed. They've allowed cosmetic changes. You can pay for cosmetic changes, such as, I'm assuming, name colours and stuff like that. Okay. Other downside to this is, along with the servers decreasing, Minecraft multiplayer may cease to be, or it might dwindle down to lower numbers. In case you're not aware, the EULA is, or the changes, or the enforcement, I should say, because it's not so much changes, are active as of tomorrow, which a lot of you may find as a shock why I'm recording now. It's more of a last minute information / rant / worry. I'm not ranting at Mojang, and I'm not ranting at the players that are, protesting Mojang's rule. I'm merely stating my opinion, I should add. Now that's some of the bad. We've gone over why it could be a bad change, and now we're going to go to the ugly. Okay, this isn't to do with the change, this is to do with the reactions. Okay, the amount of, I wouldn't say rants, but when you give feedback, it's got to be constructive. But the amount of people just slating Notch, slating Jeb, slating the whole Mojang team, such as Dinnerbone and so on and so forth, it's disgusting. I mean, if you look at it, it's just, I like to think there's people out there that can just constructively go, look, I don't like that. Could you guys please look over it? You're going to do this, do that, do that. I've seen a few. There's been a letter from, I can't remember who it was now, who created an amazingly good constructed letter. And in fairness to him, it was as you'd hope it to be. However, there's been other people dropping, certain words and curse words and profanity towards the poor Mojang team. And I think that's a bit harsh. It's not just that. Some people think that with petitions, which in some cases work, by doing a petition, you're just going to show that the developer you're not happy and that sort of thing. And yeah, that's good. But when you're saying, you have to change, like I'm showing an example here. Dear, since Mojang are changing the LAA, your most important, you're not allowed to earn money with Minecraft. How does it, if, for example, it doesn't make any sense and destroys the community, okay? They go into very, they go into good sort of explanation, so on and so forth, but they come off a bit harsh there. But my personal favourite part is here. Grandma's being a professional while replying to us. I don't know if that's sarcasm. If it's not sarcasm, I'll be pretty happy. But yeah, I'm going to say this is probably not going to get anywhere, because I don't think Mojang will probably, not when I don't care, they won't listen to it, because they have said what they believed was already in charge. People were already listening to it. But they've already, they disclosed several things here, which I'll read out to you now, about server monetization, follow-up Q&A. Here you go. Are servers exempt to the EULA? No server is, okay? This means no one gets any preferential treatment, no one can buy preferential treatment, which is a little good, because, other developers might have taken the cheap path there. Just servers host get a grace period. See, as I said, they must comply with it by tomorrow, so August the 1st. Can I charge for access? This is something Mojang has allowed. Charging for access or subscription fees are allowed. So, in a way, it's good because you can still make money, but it's bad because you'll probably attract a lot less players. However, for the big MMO sort of servers out there, such as things Lord of the Craft and stuff like that, you might be able to attract people with a $3 a month, $3 2 months, like that. If you get at least 100 people, you're going to be rolling in the money, aren't you? So it's a good start there. How often am I allowed to charge? You can charge as much as you like. Once again, for as often as you like. You can time access it. I mean, they've offered such a great alternative there. It's quite a it's quite a good way to make money. But obviously, it's not going to counter for what previously was. But it's still a good way. Here we go. Here's where we start getting to the restrictions. Okay, can I charge access to a specific part of my server, such as minigame or world? No, you cannot charge for a part of, any part of a server. This means you cannot segment the server into donator worlds, normal worlds, and so on and so forth. You have to make sure all of the world is accessed by everyone, unless of course you've got like leveling ups and that sort of thing. But as long as donators can't purchase level ups and that sort of thing, you'll be fine. So I charge for minigames or mods. So as long as all of your players have access, so you can charge for it. You can charge for minigames or mods, but everyone has to pay for the minigames or mods, as long as everyone has access to the features, if that makes any sense. You can also offer a limited trial period. Once again, something like a normal MMO, it's quite a good alternative. Does it apply for access to user-created mods? Yes. Does it make a difference who makes the mods, or how they were implemented onto your server? All mods that require Minecraft to run, you're not allowed to charge for Minecraft features which affect gameplay. Which I don't really completely understand, but I think that means you can't charge for mods. You can ask for tips, donations, that sort of thing from OneWare, but you cannot charge for them. You can also not charge to access to mods on multiplayer servers. Okay, this is just going into like, can you sell kits and currencies and so on and so forth? No, you can't. You cannot sell anything to the game, which, anybody, you can't sell anything from the game to anybody if no one else has access to it, so you can't use hard money such as real life money and stuff like that. And I thought personally that was quite good. And I've actually got the EULA up here, so I'm just gonna, or the end user license agreement. I'll just pop that up here. So just close that quickly. Here we go. It's kind of a big thing, and the last time it was changed was 11th December, so everyone keeps saying blah, blah, blah. I'm going to highlight it here. Here we go. Make commercial use of anything we've made, or trying to make money from everything we've made. And let other people access or to anything we've made that is unfair or reasonable. So that means you not, I don't know how to put it in the easiest way, but it's how we've been talking about so far all along. And that is making commercial use of it, or making money from it, or let people access anything we made that is unfair or reasonable. That is charging people to get access to it. You have bought it for yourself, as it says below. They shouldn't have to pay for further thing, especially if it's not going towards Mojang, the creators of the game. You can charge subscriptions for your services because your services are being allowed to be bought by Mojang. However, you cannot charge for items or donation packs and stuff like that, and like access to areas. If that's not crystal clear by this point, I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm going to have to end it here. If you have any questions, or if you have anything to say about this, pop it down below. If you like the video, please like it. If you've liked this series and want to watch more, subscribe, and I can guarantee you'll see more. If you dislike this video, please tell me why, and I'll work on it in the future. If you dislike the subject but dislike my video, please don't. Just remember, I'm giving a battle for both sides here, and I hope you've all enjoyed it. Anyway, guys, have a nice day.